2023-2024, 4.4% of U.S. power generation came from data centers. That number is going to go up to 12% by 2028, moving up to large numbers of terawatts, over 500 terawatt hour of power. So if you think of that concept and look at how it applies to data centers, then that means you've got to look for power. And what we are doing right now to be able to drive a more sustainable power is our investments in renewable power globally across the world. AWS today is the world's largest corporate buyer of renewable energy, over 600 projects that we've sanctioned or given power purchasing agreements to renewable developers to be able to let them get those projects off the ground. And our pledge was that we will match 100% our power consumption with renewable power, and that's why we're pushing all of that renewable energy investment or helping project developers launch off their projects globally across the world, from Latin America to Africa to ASEAN.
Do you think renewable energy, though, will be enough to meet all of this growing demand for energy, not just now, but in the future for AWS? Or are you looking at other energy sources, for instance?
I think it's a combination of energy sources you want to look at across the globe, because you're always looking for power stability in running all of these data centers. And so that means that renewable power has to be in that mix, and that includes solar, wind. In the U.S., we've got nuclear today, coupled with some gas-generated power, which we are helping and working with energy companies to ensure that power is produced in a clean manner with the lowest carbon-intensive levels in them. Yes.
Now, you mentioned nuclear a while ago. How serious a role can nuclear play actually in meeting those energy needs? Because as we know, the development time of a nuclear reactor, and especially the technology right now, is quite lengthy at the moment. I mean, how seriously is Amazon looking at this area actually?
So we've announced projects recently in Pennsylvania and other states in the U.S. Nuclear is a long-term game, but we as innovators want to be able to be engaged early with project developers and help innovate and see how we can first bring down the cost point and the time to start off those projects. And of course, working with policymakers and regulators to be able to sanction those projects. I think these are things that need to align for us to be able to say, yes, we're going to go full-blown into nuclear. But it's a nice, interesting problem to solve today, and that's why we are announcing our engagement in nuclear.